Hello, this is Survival-gyver, and today we're taking a look at the DarkBeam UV flashlight, or multi-function flashlight. This thing is weird, and if this video sounds familiar, I made a video and posted it about 8 days ago, and somewhere about the 7-minute mark, I lost audio, and nobody told me about it. So I'm in the process of redoing it, and then I'll take the other one down. So this is the DarkBeam B202. They make a couple variants of this. They make a 201 and a 203, which have either dual UV lights or single or just regular lights instead of UV. But this is an odd setup. This is a really strange light, and it's a budget light. It's really friggin' cheap. I think the going price right now on Amazon is regular price is $19. It's on sale for $17.49 as of today, which is what, 7/9/2024, July 9th, 2024. I had to think there for a moment. It's been a long night. Hate having to redo videos, but I got to do them. So this, I don't know how to explain this. So you have two buttons on the side, you got one on that side. You have a recharging port there, and it tells you it's cob light, LED light, power bank, and Type C. And that's about it on specifics. It is rated, they rate it at 1,000 lumens, which is significantly incorrect. So this top button here goes to the flashlight. Looks bright there, not particularly there. And so that's 1,000 lumens. Right? So let me show you an actual 1,000 lumen flashlight. Let me turn this off for just a moment. I'm going to put the on pause while I get this to focus again. Alright, so still having problems getting this camera to focus. But this is supposed to be 1,000 lumens. This, which is the Nikkor MT1C Pro, is 1,000 lumens. Yeah, it's a really big difference. And granted, this one's at 3 bars instead of 4, so it's at 75% power. So even if it's 750 lumens, it is still nowhere near an actual 1,000 lumen flashlight, which has actually less. It's close to 50% on that. So let's take a look at the difference here. Supposedly 1,000 lumens is 1,000 lumens. Okay, and 0.75% charge, so 75% charge, 50% charge, approximately. That's a big difference. So it's definitely not rated correctly, and I think they're figuring, oh, it might be 1,000 lumens if it's absolutely pitch dark out, and if you're looking at it from like a millimeter away, then it might be 1,000 lumens. The LED that's on the front of this is only rated at 250 lumens. So, and you'll notice, see if I can show you, there's only one on. The other one, there we go. Only the left side in this position is on. And that's how it's supposed to be. So let me turn off this front light. I'm going to hit the 3 light there, and that's my UV light. It's a 395 nanometer violet light. So this is good for, you could find some pet urine like dogs, not necessarily cats, but dogs, you'll find it. You can find, all sorts of kinds of dirt with it. Let me see if I can, one of my lights will glow. I got too much background light, so you can't really see that well. It is an okay UV light. So it's definitely narrow beam, and it's okay. I like UV lights because I use them for work all the time, for checking money and specialty tags for equipment going in and out of our facility. So UV lights I use all the time. So this is okay for UV light. Not particularly powerful. The rating on it is decent. Yeah. So what's with this one up front here? So strange again. White light for the top button, UV light for the bottom, and then this one, heck, I actually know what's wrong with it. So you would think that in order to turn the side light on, you have to hit the button once, maybe twice, but a whole bunch of times, nothing. In order to get this to turn on, you have to press and hold, and then the side light comes on. And the side light is, yeah, it's okay. Comparing it to some of the other lights I have, it's about 25 lumens. So that is what it is. It's actually not listed on the website what the actual lumens is supposed to be. Wait a second. Can't turn it off now, can I? Oh. Okay, long press to turn it on. Long press to turn it off? No. So in order to turn it off, you have to go through all the settings on the light. And I already knew this, but I want to show you that it's oddly set up. So after white, you have red light, which is a decent red light. It's hard to see with all the other lights in the background here, but it is a decent red light. Then you have red flash, and then it turns off. So if we turn this back on, long hold, again, the only way to turn it off is to go through all the sequences. Good news is there's not many of them. The bad news is it's a pain in the butt, because you're going to try to use this out either for the front ones or for the side, and it won't work. So what else is there about this? It's a plastic case, and it's rated as waterproof. And it definitely is not waterproof by any means. I'm going to have to turn off all these other side lights here, so please bear with me. The only light that's on is my computer screen ahead of us. So let me turn this back on, and let me cover it. Do you see the light coming out of the side of the case? Yeah, it's not waterproof. Let me flip it over and try it this way. Yeah, still not waterproof. If light's getting through, water's going to get through. So, that's iffy. Alright. So there's that red, which is a decent red. And red flash. And there's the flashlight. You saw where the other flashlight was during the day, so this is nowhere near that. And there's the UV. The UV is decent. Probably the only reason to buy this is for the UV light. So, that works in that case. I want to find something here that's got some dirt on it that I can check with. Does any of my flashlights have it? Yeah, if you look carefully with the, you can see some dirt in the sections of the heat sink on this flashlight. Not much I can do about that, but you can see it. Obviously, I don't have any pet urine up here to take a look at. I know what might work. Let me check my computer mouse. Oh yeah, got all the dirt on the mouse. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't pick it up that well, but it's glowing green in all sorts of little places. So that's really the only reason, to buy this flashlight. Now, there's two other features on this, and they're both garbage. Let me see. Let me put this down here, and let me see if I have a way to show you how crappy the magnet is. Hold on for a moment, please. Alright, found something real quick that we can use to take a look at this with. So, the bottom of this has a magnet. And it is the most piss poor magnet you will probably ever get. It is about as equal to a refrigerator magnet. When you have this up on something, it is barely strong enough to hold itself up, let alone anything else. So here's a bracket for a Brembo caliper. It's steel because it'll stick, but barely. Let's try that again. So I don't know, you can't probably see it, but it rocks. Oh, there it goes. It barely holds on. Oh, what else if I put it on the right side? Yeah. So if there's a little bit of dirt on it, it'll barely stick at all. Sounds pretty good initially, but then it just falls right off. So really crappy magnet. Now, what is the other feature? Well, apparently it's got a power bank. And if you look at the tab on the back, I've already broke it. First time I tried to use it to charge it, the tab came right off. So I'm going to use my handy dandy plastic knife, so I don't damage what's inside, to pull the cover off. I was able to do it earlier. There it goes. Alright, so there's your Type-C and USB-A. So, obviously you charge it with USB-C, you could pull off from it with USB-A. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look, see if I can get this to show me something. Yeah, I need a cable. Thought I was prepared, but I guess I'm not. Here, I'll go use the Nikkor battery I just had in another video. I'll plug this in here, maybe. Plug this in here. So 5 volts. Very high ohms. So let me put this into something and let's see what we can get out of it. The noise you hear in the background is me opening up the MT1C Pro by Nikkor to take out their rechargeable battery. Let's see if this power bank will do anything with this battery. Or not. Well, that's interesting. Did I kill the power bank already? Nope. So we know that's got power. I guess I killed the tester already. Oh, there it goes. And it's died. So I guess I can't charge batteries with it. Well, that stinks. Oh, I wonder if I could charge myself with it. Just out of curiosity, since it is a garbage flashlight. Nope. I think my tester's dead. Well, that sucks. Feels like there's some movement of the connector. So anyway, the power bank that's in here is not rated at anything. So we know it's 5 volts, but no idea what kind of battery is on the inside, because it doesn't tell you. It says 1 lithium-ion battery required and included, but nothing else about it. It doesn't tell you milliamp hours, it doesn't tell you part number of it, nothing. So, yeah. Okay, sorry for the little pause there. I decided to take a power bank out, which is a Nightcore power bank, to see if this works. And that does. The power bank is at 5 point. Let me turn this off so I might be able to see this better. Flip this around. So we're at 5.48 volts. Why is it turning off? I think there's a problem with the connection. There it goes. Or it's not seeing a load. So, alright, so as of a quick, trying to figure out what's going on here, it looks like it didn't have a load on it, and that's the reason why it was not working, the screen. So the power bank is charging the flashlight down there. I don't have enough hands for this. So, that's the flashlight. You can see how it's charging, it's blinking. So we're getting 4.9 volts, 0.7 of an amp, 49 milliamp hours. It's a tiny battery. Let's see, 3.324 watts, 7.3 ohms, 244, 245 at 29 degrees centigrade, and very little amps and very little battery capacity is going into. So yeah, it's a super tiny power bank. It's being charged by a 10,000 milliamp hour. So come on, focus. So unfortunately, that's the problem there. And it's sad because in theory, it would have been a good idea to have the power bank in there. And there's plenty of flashlights that have power banks in it. I have one of the Nebo 1800s that has the power bank, which is great. But this is just weird buttons, weird keys. This is waterproof and it's not. Essentially, other than the UV light, it's garbage. Unfortunately. However, because some people like these really light duty tools or flashlights, there will be a link in the description to where you can find it on Amazon. Again, this is the B202 DarkBeam. The 201 and the 203 are different, but you should be able to take a look pretty easily how they are. I only have this one. And for less than $20, it is what it is. There have been plenty of much better flashlights cheaper than this, but didn't necessarily have UV on it, other than maybe one of the Brutes, and most of the Brutes are between $20 and $40, so being cheaper than that, it's subpar at best. So that's it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of showing you garbage, but it looked interesting on Amazon. When I picked it up, I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool. Got a power bank. It doesn't tell me anything about it, but I'll look it up. It says 1,000 lumens. It's not 1,000 lumens. So again, 1,000 lumens versus an actual 1,000 lumens. It's a pretty big difference there. Unfortunately. And yes, you can have the one light and the UV light on at the same time. You can't really tell. There it is on that side, but you can have it on together. It doesn't help you with anything. So that's it. That is the DarkBeam B202. Subpar quality flashlight. Questions or comments? Leave them below and I will answer them as soon as I can. If you have a better, if you had better luck or more information about what size battery is in this thing, feel free to also leave that on there because I'd like to know. I'm probably just going to end up taking it apart. I might have these tiny little Torx screws. I might have something for that. I have to take a look. And I guess if I do take it apart, I'll make the video of it, just so you know. That's it. So thank you for watching. Questions, comments, leave them below. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All sorts of new stuff coming out continuously, at least twice a week, if I can help it, with everything that's going on. Anyway, you don't know about what's going on in the background, so a lot of stuff going on there. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and have a glorious night.